beautiful hills of Tennessee. On my way to Alabama. £40,000 of Daisy sour cream. So next time you're having a baked potato with sour cream, you can think of me. Oh yeah, look at this view. Excuse me. Took a family vacation down in Tennessee years ago. I think I was about 8 or 9 or something. I don't know. We had a StarCraft camper. I believe it was me and my brother, mom and dad, my sister Karen, and I think she brought a friend with her, if I recall. We were in the Smoky Hills or something like that, and we bought some great big apples. Got some apples somewhere. And we were all eating them. And my brother had a loose tooth. Came out while he was eating the apple, and he never did find it. He probably swallowed the damn thing. So we made up a song about it, and he hated it so much. Lost my tooth in Tennessee, doo-dah, doo-dah. That's still goddamn funny after all these years. He was young enough to be losing teeth, so that was some funny shit, man. Guess he had to been there. So I can't help but wonder how many Sasquatch live in as far as the eye can see. Sorry guys, I just can't help it. Just want the government to come clean. Why they've been keeping the truth from us? What's so secretive about these forest people that they don't want to tell us? It's because they can travel through portals Is it because they have invisibility abilities? Is it the fact that if they wanted to, they could start systematically wiping out town by town of humans? Because when you shoot these things, it doesn't seem to have an effect on them. It does, but it takes quite a bit. Probably a few shots from a 50 cal to disable them. Even then, it wouldn't stop them. I mean, there's humans who have had half their head blown off, and they're still fighting in a war. That adrenaline kicks in. Or just the sheer will of survival. What is it? Want to know why it's such a big secret? Probably all of the above. And I believe they are systematically taking these things out. Because they do have hit squads that deal with troublesome ones, mean ones, evil ones, violent ones. Majority of them just want to be left alone, and that probably is a good idea. You know, you go looking for these things, you're walking through their living room. What are they gonna do? They're gonna chase your ass out. Like I said before, just like if you seen an animal walking through your living room, what would you do? If you seen a raccoon or a bear or something? Well, raccoon, you'd probably want to pick it up and play with it. A deer, you'd probably want to pet it and feed it. A bear, you definitely don't want in your living room. But I'm just saying, you know, you seen a wild animal coming through your living room, what are you going to do? You're going to go, get out of here, rawr, rawr, rawr. You're going to yell at it and roar at it, make some funny noises. That's just what they're doing to us. Walking through their living room, man, they're going to make some funny noises. Make you piss your pants and run. Lost my tooth in Tennessee. Doo-dah, doo-dah. Such a humorous moment in our family's life. A lot of sightings in Tennessee. I think down here they might call them the wood boogers. Probably Sasquatch or Bigfoot too, but down south they do call them wood boogers. And in Florida, skunk apes. They just left Ohio, they call them the grass man there. Minnesota, we call them Bigfoot, Sasquatch. But Sabe, S-A-B-E, with a hyphen, that is the correct, respectful word to use. Just so you know. Minnesota Sasquatch Trucker at Gmail. Send me an email. I want to hear from you. I know somebody listening to this knows someone who's seen one. Encourage them to send me an email. I want to share their story. Got to get it out there, people. We need to get together and stand up and overwhelmingly prove that these things exist. We need to force the government's hand into coming out with the truth. They're not lying to us. Like I've said before, they pay people to try to lie to us. Because they don't want any part of that. They'll just keep the truth from us, is all. And then when they do finally admit it, at least they can say, well, we were doing it for your own good. We were protecting you. Well, you were not protecting people from shit. People to this day, this very day, are going out in the forests and getting the shit scared out of them by a monster that doesn't exist. People have the right to know the truth, so they can make a choice if they want to go out in the woods or not. I know when I do, I'm always looking around, man. I've got my ears wide open. It's one thing you don't want to do is go for a walk in the woods with the earbuds cranked up. We have our eyes facing forward for a reason. And some animals know that, and they'll take advantage of it. Have you ever heard any strange screams or howls or a baby crying? Tons of people writing about that. They hear a baby crying. That's just really strange. Like one guy wrote into Steve's channel, he heard a baby crying, and he followed the sound, and he found a baby Sasquatch stuck in the crotch of a tree. He was standing there going, what the hell do I do? He didn't know if he should help it or not, if it's going to attack him, or what. But he's standing there trying to figure out what to do. And here comes Mama. And the daughter. The guy said, the smaller one, the smaller female, kind of had attractive facial features, kind of like Native American features, and the bigger one had breasts, and they just kind of stood there looking at this guy. He stood there looking at them, and he left. Yeah, this is the story where the old lady ran into him later and thanked him for rescuing the baby, which he really never did. But this little old lady living in the woods has a very close relationship with this family of them. I could go into detail, but most of you are just going to shake your head and say, what a bunch of bullshit. But if you want to know more, just message me or email me, and I'll find the video and share it with you so you can get caught up. So anyway, very beautiful scenery here in Tennessee. I got 360 miles to go to my next stop, and I don't have to be there till tomorrow. So I'm going to try to knock out another 100 or 200 miles today. That way, and then stop early so I can find a parking spot for the night. Nothing worse than pulling into a truck stop and nowhere to park. You got to keep on trucking and find a exit ramp or entry ramp to park on. I parked at a wayside last night. All the spots were taken. So there was guys parked along the side, so there was an empty spot, so I had to parallel park this pig. Kind of inched it back and forth 3 or 4 times and got in there. But I've been parallel parked since driving school, so I could do it probably, you know, but I just, with the truck behind me and in front of me, you know, I didn't want to back into this guy and have him wake up and go, what the hell's going on? So yeah, this international's been good to me. Everybody was talking bad about him at Prime, and the thing is none of these guys have fucking driven trucks before, and they're sitting there bashing these things like they know what they're talking about. All they're doing is just spreading a nasty rumor that they heard. I got 67,560 miles on it, had 35,000 on it when I got it. Coolant levels right up there. The oil hasn't dropped. I think it's about due for an oil change though. These things go forever before they need one. So I'm at like 9.4. I've been holding 9.4 all day. Go up a hill and it drops a couple points. Go down a hill and gains a couple. Oh, now we're in Tennessee. We've been in Kentucky. I'm sorry, guys. Lost my tooth in Tennessee. Doo-dah, doo-dah. Beautiful hills. Nice little country towns. Lots and lots of Walmart trucks on the road. Slowing down to 45 on this uphill here. So when you get down to 45, you're supposed to put on your flashers. Just let know people you're a slow bastard. Rocky Top, Tennessee. Isn't there a country song about that? And Knoxville is about 40 miles away. Oh, you should see the hills off to the right. They're way off in the distance. It's just awesome. Awesome view. So if nobody's ever been out of Minnesota, you got to get off the couch, jump in your car. You don't have to get hotel rooms. There's showers at all the Loves and Pilot stations. Safe place to park. Wayside Rests. They all have bathrooms. Very, very seldom do you find a shower at one, but I have a couple times. But yeah, just sleep in your car. Bring your pillow and your blankie and your teddy bear, so you know the difference between a bear and a Sasquatch. And yeah. Sleep in your car. That's what I do when I travel. And I was going to end this video, but this rock face coming up here is pretty cool. What's around the corner? Nothing too spectacular. Those hills off to the right, I hope I can catch them. I'm running out of time on this video. Alright, that about does it. If you're tired of me talking about Sasquatch, tough shit, either get used to it or hit the road. Sooner or later you'll realize thousands and thousands and thousands of people are not making this stuff up. Just finally have a chance to tell somebody who cares, because everybody else they ever told in their life teased them, told them they're lying, told them they didn't know what they saw. Time to smell the coffee. Keep on trucking.